Hey everybody, it's Scott. This is the online players meeting for the 2026 Reno Am Jam, presented by Disc Giant. We're going to cover tons of useful info and everything you'll need to know about the tournament. In this video, we're going to cover some things that you might want to know that might help save you strokes. So stay tuned and we'll check it out. Now, I try to make it as easy as possible for everyone to get all of this info because I think you want to know this stuff to make your experience and your tournament more enjoyable. We're going to hit stacks of facts so that you're well informed for the upcoming event this weekend. And here's an idea. If you don't have time to watch this whole video, put on the video and play it on the speakers of your car so that you hear everything that's being said and you're in the know and you don't miss any of the deets. Then you can go back in instances where you think you need to see the footage and make everything crystal clear for yourself. And here he is setting up for Wednesday tags. Your TD for Mayors on Saturday will be none other than Preacher Luke Anderson. What's your catchphrase, Luke? God is watching. No, maybe not. Okay, anyway, thank you, Luke, for your expertise and your help running the event. Special thanks to our whole sponsors, Paul and Alex Sevcik, John Ehrman, Matt Catterson, Travis Dory, Luke the Cookie Guy Johnson, and Dave Chapman. And a huge shout out to Dustin Wise, who contacted me in the 11th hour to bail my ass out and come to the rescue to paint the OBs at Mayors. Thank you, Dustin. I appreciate you, bud. A couple reminders up front here. Sales of outside items is strictly prohibited, like stuff out of the trunk of your car in the parking lot. Infractions of this rule will result in a no warning instant DQ. This is a PDGA event. It's not doubles, it's not tags, it's not a casual round with your buddies. Drug and alcohol policy is strictly in effect. I take the time to clarify this because people that paid to play this tournament don't want to have to deal with it. You don't want to spend all this money and get kicked out. I don't want to have to kick anyone out. The whole thing's a drag. Infractions of this rule will result in a no warning instant DQ. So please, folks, just keep it together. Make sure you are at the course a minimum of 15 minutes before your tee time. And that's a minimum. You don't know if parking is going to be an issue. You don't know if you're going to hit traffic snags on the way to the event. Just don't cut it close because you've all heard about the new PDGA rule that everyone's talking about, which is if you're not to your hole at least 5 minutes before the start of the round, you might have a 2-stroke penalty coming your way. The new PDGA rule requires that everyone do scoring. There's a separate video that breaks it down nice and easy. And online scoring makes it easy on you, your card mates, and me. If you can't handle it for whatever reason, let me know before we get to the event. I'll have a paper scorecard ready for you and your situation. Remember, once you're done with the round, make sure that everyone in your group has totally completed the verification process after the last scores are entered. Because once you enter the last scores, the job is not over. There's still a couple of steps to complete. Stay there with everyone and make sure you guys have it done. Failure to complete this last step might create a delay starting round 2 for you and possibly others. And it could also cause delays on the final round, giving out payouts and trophies. So get in the habit of making sure you're all wrapped up before your group disperses. Caddy books. Every course in the event has its own digital caddy book. You're going to want to take a look on DG Scene for the links to the caddy books, or in the email you just received that has a recap of all the deets. It is my recommendation that you designate one person in your group to have that digital caddy book handy and open on their phone, because some tee signs at some of these courses are slightly out of date. The information in the caddy book is accurate as to how you will play each hole. Of particular interest is Mayors, because there's some very tricky things happening out there with Mandos and rock lines. Some of the holes are split into half and you're playing them as 2 half holes. You'll really want to pay attention to that stuff. And there's also some points of clarification, not only at the ranch, but for Lizard. Keep those caddy books handy. They're there to keep you out of trouble. Online scoring. Read any note that appears at the bottom of the hole before you start the hole. Can see any notes we've added for the holes. This will further clarify any issues of play on the hole and are important for everyone to know. That way everyone's on the same page and no one gets bit by a mystery
penalty.
This event is at high elevation. You're going to want to definitely remember your sunscreen. And not only do you want to get hydrated before the event, you want to stay hydrated during the event for this tournament. This is an extremely important note that might save you strokes because there is a rule that is unique to Nevada disc golf if a TD indicates that it is in play. This rule, of course, is referred to in Nevada as sage relief. I urge you to take a minute and go check out the separate video that we have posted if you are unfamiliar about this rule and how it might save you strokes. Go check it out. The Big Bad Raffle will be happening live Saturday after round 2 at about 4:30 or 5-ish. You got to be in it to win it, folks. Tickets are 1 for $1 and 25 for 20. The Big Bad Raffle is one of the things that people look forward to the most at my events because it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool prizes, and you don't even have to be present to win because it's live televised on Saturday night.
One thing I do want to point out is that all script has a very specific expiration date. You want to pay close attention to that. If you're worried that you might forget about it, cash in your script at Tournament Central as you receive it that Sunday for something that is there and that you can take with you then. We cannot honor script past the expiration date. There's a number of reasons for this, but that date is there for a reason, and there's no, bro, can you help me out at all. I'm trying to give you a heads up so it does not become an issue. We want you to get your prizes.
There you have it, folks. We're looking forward to seeing you for an awesome weekend for the Reno Am Jam. Scott, out.